Morning, it is test time, so I'm about to go do my blood test for monitoring and just making sure that everything is going the way it's supposed to. So I'm at football training. It is the last training session before their game, and I'm on a new pack, so I actually have to mix it all up. So I've got to hurry up and do that now, and then get to the other stuff. So. They have upped my dose to 225, so it's more Medipure than it was before. Give myself injections. Started bruising with the Medipure, but I was half expecting that, so got welts. I made myself bleed a little bit. Okay. Alright. Finally done. Morning. It's been pretty rough last couple of days. Went and had my blood test yesterday. Got the results back, and they upped my Medipure amount, which did not feel great last night. So anyway, it was just very sore, back sore, very bloated, feel very full. I had to wear my maternity pants, which I haven't worn for the last 2 rounds. Anyway, yeah, just it's been a little bit rougher than I thought it would, and I feel very, round. But Chad's taking me to work, and then I've got Puppy going with Chad to work today. Then I get picked up and go home, and the girls play their first game tomorrow. So I'm excited, a little bit nervous for them. sad that I'm not playing. It was a bit hard last night. I handed over my pads and helmets to other girls to help them out since their stuff hadn't arrived that fit well. That was a bit emotional. Got nothing to do with the fact that I'm on a lot of hormones. Anyway, I will fill you in with the game tomorrow. I totally forgot to film being at the game, but it was such a good game with the girls. I was so proud of them. Our rookies who had never played football before did such a good job. Unfortunately, in the last 30 seconds of the game, we did not win. We were 0-all the whole time until the very end, and that was a bit sad and disappointing, but the girls played so well. Like I said, was just really impressed. So yeah, unfortunately that was a little bit sad for them, but good all round for us. Making sure I've got the right dose here. Looks good. I freaked out for a minute. I thought I forgot. I don't know, my phone was on silent or something, but I didn't. I've started bruising now that we're on the Metapure. Definitely been a harder injection. You can see some of the bruises. But in general, the injections themselves haven't been too bad. It's just I have been very uncomfortable. Pretty much I have been having a lot of back pain. I've had multiple infections and have to be very careful about what medication I can take that doesn't interfere with all the other IVF medication and supplements I'm taking. So I've had to call the doctors quite a few times. This round has been pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, just the side effects from this round have been pretty brutal, but I'm hoping that means it's because things are going to be different this time and things are going to work, and it was never supposed to be easy. I never expected this IVF or anything of this to be easy. So I guess I'm just believing that good things are going to be happening, and this round's going to work. So I just have to stay positive like that. There's no point dwelling on all the what if, could have, all that kind of stuff. Now it's just not worth it. But I do know that it was hard to be on the sidelines today, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I think my body needs this break, and very hoping in the next couple of weeks I'll be pregnant. So got to stick to the positives. Not that we're losing games, but we're starting our family. So really excited. Good morning. I am on the way to do my blood test and my first ultrasound and do monitoring and see how I'm progressing. But I have again pretty much the whole weekend been in quite extreme back pain again. So while I'm here at the doctor's office, I'm going to see if I can speak to one of the nurses or the doctor and see, is this a normal side effect? Is there something else going on? My cystitis started flaring up again yesterday, but hopefully I've managed to flush that out. yeah, I don't know if all of that is contributing to the back pain, but it just seems very strange that it is continuing to the level it is. Like, I woke up in pain again last night, couldn't sleep. Then TMI warning. Then I had diarrhea from like 4:30 this morning, and yeah, I don't know what's going on. As I said, this round has been pretty rough physically, so just trying to like do the best I can to just carry on and do what I need to do. And yeah, we'll just check in with the doctor. I ended up calling out sick today, which is very rare for me. Like, I don't usually do that at all. But I was just in so much pain, and honestly, the idea of carrying babies and nappy changes made me want to cry. And I was like, that's not a normal response for me. So I've just parked. I've got my note to do my blood test, and then I'll bring in my text message for the ultrasound, and then hopefully I can get into a nurse or doctor and see if this is normal. Do I need to start taking this seriously? What else can I do to help alleviate the pain? Right, check in with you soon. That went better than expected for me anyway. So my heat pack's even a little bit warm still. I got in and out. The time is, if I can turn that off, don't even know. The time is 8:53. My ultrasound appointment was 8:45. I got in everywhere early. So my blood test was first. Got that organised, and about 8:15. No one was ahead of me, so I got straight in. I then went straight across the walkway to the ultrasound. They got me in pretty much straight away. I think I waited for 2 minutes in the waiting room, or the waiting hall, before going in. I was looking at them, and they don't talk about it as much anymore. I think I explained in my last cycle that a lot of the women were confused about the results because they were being talked about what size everything was and everything there at the moment. But I just asked her, I said, look, do they look fairly even? She's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I'm PCOS. This is my 4th round in a different protocol. I did the suppressants first. She's like, look, everyone responds differently. She's like, it's not bad, and you don't have like 50 follicles each side or anything like that. The amount looks good. The size looks good. So that was pleasing. I felt like I had probably 6 ready to go on the right side, and maybe 7 or 8 on the left side that looked like size-wise ready to go in the measurements. Anyway, I went straight from there back to the drop-in nurses clinic. This is a new feature that I did not know they even had. So obviously last round, which was only like a month and a half ago, I don't think this was an option. So now what they have is, instead of trying to book in or wait for a doctor or whatever, they've got like a drop-in clinic from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Monday to Wednesday and Friday, which are the days that they do IVF at the clinic pretty much. And so kind of like when you do your bloods, you don't need an appointment. You just walk in and take a number. And no one else was ahead of me, so I got to go straight in there, and I spoke to the nurse about my back pain. She said that's not something that she is familiar as a side effect with. That's not something normal that she's heard of. So she will talk to my doctor. I said it pretty much started elevating when I took the Medipure. And she's like, oh, have you had that side effect with Medipure before? I said, no, I've never had it before. It's a new drug for me. So she's like, well, my doctor may want to take me off of that. And I said, look, you know, if I know that it's not going to be a long time and that there's not a serious underlying issue behind the back pain, then I can put up with it for a little while. And then she goes, oh, I don't know if your scans are in yet. And she's like, oh, your scans are already through. So the girls obviously were on top of it, emailed it straight through. So she had my notes. And she's like, oh, looking at these numbers, you may only have to be on it tonight and tomorrow, do possibly Wednesday. So today's Monday. So possibly through till Wednesday. And she's like, looking at the way things look now, you'll probably do another scan on Wednesday and do trigger Wednesday night, which means I could be going in for retrieval surgery this Friday. So to me, that's good. If they're looking at the numbers and the sizes and they're happy enough at this point, like I said, as long as they're good on Wednesday, that's only my second scan. She's like, everyone has 3 scans. And then she's like, oh, well, looking at these, you might only have 2. So I will hear back from them this afternoon. She's like, do you think you could put up with taking the Medipure through to Wednesday if you are potentially having surgery on Friday? And I said yes. So if I know it's just a couple of days and there's nothing underlying going wrong, I can grin and bear it. And I'll just keep doing the Panadol heat packs. And she's like, you're doing all the right stuff. And she's like, you're resting up. And I said I took today off. She's like, good, keep your feet up, rest your back. I was like, so I hear tonight or this afternoon what the doctor's verdict is. If he's happy with what Medipure is doing for my body, then it's looking like surgery on Friday. That's pretty exciting. That means potentially transfer is next week, which is kind of awesome and crazy. So I will check in with you guys soon. I love you guys, and just if you're doing this journey with us or alongside us, just know that I am praising God right now for where we're at, but praying that your miracle comes through, and just for comfort and peace. I am truly humbled by this experience, and I'm just ready for this next season. So love you guys, praying with you, and I will see you next time.